What's up, everybody? Welcome to Comics, Coffee, and Weirdos right here on the 2nd Street Marvel. I hope you're all having a very good day today. Here we are on Monday, right? Here we are Monday. What is this, August? Are we on August? Oh, yeah. We're there. We're almost, what is it, like August 17th, 2020? Time's flying on by. See my man Reefer Man Reviews in the house. He says, "What's new?" He says, "I beat my notification here." Ha ha! Nice. Nice. Good deal. Good deal. Well, I hope you're all having a very good day today. Like I said, it is Monday, and today we're going to talk about a little bit about some of the comics that I'm going to be picking up at the comic book shop this week. I do apologize, guys. I did have, okay, if you guys are channel members, I released a video for channel members on the community tab because I recorded a video this weekend, and as I was recording, um as I was recording, my audio didn't record. All I got was the camera audio, so it sounds really terrible. It sounds really bad. I'm picky. It's probably not that bad, but if you are a member of the channel, if you're one of the Myrtle Maniacs, make sure you go and check that out. And I want to say thank you to all the channel members, all of the Myrtle Maniacs, all the Patreon supporters, and every single one of you who, maybe you don't have the money or anything like that. That's perfectly fine. That's okay. Being here and watching these streams and interacting with us is, part of the fun. I mean, that's that's rewarding enough. That's rewarding enough. I greatly appreciate every single one of you out there being here today and spending some time with me. And as I said, just a lot of things going on out there in the comic world right now. We see last week we seen DC started laying people off, and throughout the week everybody's kind of been talking about this whole thing. Everything's been going on with DC, and has it been 2 weeks now? I don't know. It seems like time's flying just like crazy these days. So really, really hard to say sometimes. Really hard to say. So, like I said, we are going to talk about some new comic books here, but I want to know from you, what new comic books will you be picking up at your local comic book shop this week? Have you went and taken a look at the list? Have you? You should go check it out. You can find like where I go check out is previews.com. Free previews, or the previewsworld.com. That's where I go to. They're the ones who are basically all through Diamond Distribution. It's all they list all the books, the toys, the manga, and all that stuff that's going to be in the it's going to be coming out 2 months ahead of time. So, and also, if you are one of the channel members, tonight we're gonna do a live stream. Should be able to get that done tonight. Gonna do a live stream and get with you all. Do a live stream just with the channel members. Talk about some stuff going on, and we're gonna vote on some new comic books coming up coming out next week. We're coming out next month for some new books that you guys, the channel members, get to vote on. Y'all get to vote. So yeah. Make sure that you stay tuned in for that tonight, guys. Eric Heine, thank you so much for being here. I hope all is well with you. Hope all is well. What's up, homie? I'll be back in a few minutes. All good. All right. Well, thank you. Yeah, no problem. Thank you for being here. Ooh, and that thing did work. What's going on there with that, though? That doesn't look like how I set that up, does it? That doesn't look like how I set that up with those chats. It's not supposed to look like that. Let me take that thing off of there. I'm gonna work on that. Where is that thing at anyway? There we go. So yeah, Lord Vito, thank you so much for being here. Let's go ahead and get into the into over here where we got ooh man, did I forget to reset this? I did forget to reset this. We've got the comic books getting ready to come out this week. Oh man, see, look, I gave you a sneak peek of all of them already. Oh, dang. See what I did? Terrible, man. Terrible. But anyway, guys, here's what we got coming out this week. Two Gun Pedro, pew pew. What's up, my brother? I hope all is well, man. And, Two Gun Pedro, thank you for being here. And that kind of reminds me, guys, maybe I should even say something before we get into this, before we get into all this. I'm not sure how many of you guys know, how many of you guys are here on my channel that aren't really in the comic book community out there, but here over the weekend, we recently, all the comic book community here on YouTube lost somebody kind of near and dear to a lot of us. I'm not sure if you guys have ever watched the comic Jabroni. Edwin the comic Jabroni passed away this weekend. I'm not really sure what happened or anything like that. It's pretty tough news. I heard about this on, I believe it was on Saturday. Where he passed away. So I'm not sure if it happened on Friday, Saturday morning. I'm not really for sure. All I know is Edwin was a very important person within the comic book community. He was a great guy. He was a father. He's a husband. Um, he was even a member of the military. I know he was living away from his family right now because because of his service, and he wasn't with them at the time. And it's just a sad situation altogether. If you don't know who Edwin is, he was a very great guy. Go check out his channel. I didn't get the GoFundMe put here in the description, but I will make sure that I do that a little bit later, so you guys can check down in the description where I'll put a link to the GoFundMe for just to help the family with funeral services and things like that. Or just whatever they need. I don't think it's just for funeral services because he was in the military, but these things still cost money and stuff like that. But he was a great guy in the community. I know a lot of people are going to miss him. Me, I never got a chance to meet the guy. I just interacted with him here online. He was one of a kind, man. Like, he was a really upbeat dude. He was always positive, always had great things to say. You go watch his videos. It was always fun and uplifting, man. Just seeing, especially here over the past couple months, just seeing some of the videos that he started doing, where he would start his videos off like one time I remember he was sitting there grilling, and you know how people do all the silly videos, like he's sitting there grilling and all, he's got his camera up there, he's grilling, all of a sudden looking back, he's like, hey, what's up YouTube? Hey, yo, y'all just caught me sitting here grilling. Or he's laying on his couch, taking a nap or playing video games. Just funny stuff, man. Just a great dude in the comic book community. He's going to be dearly missed, man, because I know also every Friday he would do his live streams while I'd be out working, usually about 11 a.m. my time. He would do his little Friday afternoon live stream, and I'm out working, so I put that on, listen to him talk about the comic books and everything that came out for the week, and just he was doing giveaways and stuff, and it's sad. It's sad when you lose somebody like that. Because he was a young dude, man. I think he's right around my age. I'm in my 40s. I'm in my early 40s, and I think he was around my same age. So just knowing that he had a family and everything like that, and just all that stuff, dude. He was a great guy, and it was pretty tough on Saturday when I heard that news. And then even yesterday, his guys that he really hung out with a lot, Rod the Rican, John from John's Comics for Kids, Perry Comics, they all, Rod the Rican did a stream yesterday. They went and raised a lot of money and things like that, for not only for the GoFundMe, but also through just super chats and things like that. I know Keep It Thorough Comics, he did an auction, raised a lot of money. It's just really nice to see a lot of the comic book community coming together for somebody like this. Now, is this something that would happen for everybody? Maybe not. Maybe not. Some of us might be lesser known and things like that, but the thing is it was his personality and the person that he was, just how he was. Like, he was just a great dude, man. He's gonna be missed. He's severely gonna be missed by pretty much everybody in the comic community. I can tell you that much. I'm already feeling it. I'm already missing the dude. Okay. Okay, just dropping in to say hi. Catch you rewind later. All right, good deal, good deal. 1-2 Comic Talk says #Jabroni Nation. My brother Kevin and Kaya, hope all is well. Hope you guys are doing well, man. Hope all is going well. I'm sure you guys are feeling it just as much as I am, man. It's a sad deal. It's a sad deal. You know what? It's a saying, isn't it? The good die young. And it's true. My father even died somewhat young, I would say. Yeah, sad deal, man. LB from the Lonely Banter. My brother LB is in the house. RC Scott, what is up, my brother? The trade paperback in the house. Let's see. Who else we got? Fanjexer's in the house. Over Easy Mode, and Adam. I hope you got some rest. If not, hopefully you got some coffee to make up for that rest. You know what? If you can, take a break, 15 minutes, 10 minutes. Take those little Einstein naps. Wasn't he a genius? Come on. It's all good. Hope you're doing well, my brother. Get some R&R tonight. a little bit of rest and relaxation after the rough night that you had, from what it sounded like. I hope you're doing well, man. And it was funny. If you did you guys see? Did you guys see Adam's stream this morning? We're going on in the stream, and he wasn't even streaming, but he had like his little stream up saying sorry, no stream, and we were in there chatting. We were in there chatting like for like a half hour. We're sitting in there chatting like, what the hell? It was pretty funny. It was pretty funny. But yes, see more people getting in here. I take it. Josh finally ended his stream. Chris from Chaos and Comics, what's up, my brother? How are you doing? Hope all is well with you, man. Hope all is well with you. And we're gonna get together. We're gonna get back together soon on Saturdays. We're gonna get back together. We'll figure out a time that works good for us all. We'll get back together soon. We need to do that. I've just been busy trying to keeping everything in line, man. It's crazy. Over easy mode. Thank you so much for being here, man. Whiskey Steve, how are you doing? I heard Comic Jabroni died. That blew me away. I know, absolutely. I'm not even sure what happened, but yeah, dude, it's sad, dude. And you know what's funny is like I didn't believe it. I didn't believe it neither, because like somebody said that, and I'm like, bro, like, dude, I just watched I just watched a video he dropped yesterday. Like, what do you mean? Right? What do you mean? But that's just how life is, man. Just how life is. Back to your regularly scheduled stream. Yes, yes. Hi, Bashi. How are you doing this morning? Sinner, how are you doing, my brother? Hope all is well. Wish I could, right? Greg Baker, he was a genius. Thank you so much for being here. Yeah, Comic Jabroni. Jace Window. Jace checking in from the 206. Thank you so much for being here, Jace. Hope all is well up there in the Pacific Northwest. Bearded Comic Bro, how are you doing this morning? I hope you're doing well. I hope all my comic brethren are doing well. All my comic cousins, I hope you're all well. That was funny on Adam's stream. I was watching it on my phone while playing Dragon Age Inquisition. Nice. I did that because I'm not lucky enough to have the community tab yet. Hey, it worked, Adam. It worked. You know what? And I was saying what you should have done was you should have put the thumbnail up there with just an audio loop, constantly just going over and over saying, sorry, no stream today, because we were all in there chatting it up, having a great time at your expense even. It was funny. We probably should. We both ghosted Dylan. Yeah, no. Well, it's not like that. I've just been busy as hell, man. I'm sure you have been as well. But yeah, we'll get it back together. We need to get back together. Lavis, my brother, how are you doing? RC Scott watched Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles last night for the first time in 25 years. Still a great movie. Absolutely, it is. The costumes, the props, all that stuff, dude. It was just good stuff. Classic stuff. Mike Porter, my brother, how are you doing? Yova Rhodes, thank you so much for being here. I didn't know him, but still sad. R.I.P. Yeah, go check out his channel, man. Like, I want to go check out. I want to go check out his merch store because I want to get one of his Comic Jabroni t-shirts if he still got those up. Guccivo 87, thank you so much for being here. Jace Windows says all TMNT movies hold up. Classics, yes. Maybe not those Michael Bay ones, but yeah, certainly. Yeah. Den of Nerds, thank you so much for being here. Virtual hugs aren't contagious. Neither are regular ones. I'm okay with that. We need to get back together equals Trinity. Need to get back together. Ooh, LB, you're terrible. Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah. Hey, you forgot your wrench, but you didn't forget. Oh man, didn't forget that eggplant. That's more important than a wrench. I mean, wouldn't you rather have your eggplant? But anyway, guys, yeah. Yeah, man, it was a pretty rough weekend. The Bay ones have their moments though. I was saying, see, I haven't even seen them because I gave up on Michael Bay way before that. I think I gave up on him on Transformers after that first Transformers movie. I watched it and I was like, eh. I don't know. I remember Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3 kind of sucking. Is that the one where they went back in time? Was that the Turtles in Time one? Yeah. It's probably smart not to give you a wrench. Yeah. That's true. But okay, guys, let's go ahead and get here into some of the comic books we got coming out this week. First off, we got Cable. What is this? Issue number 3 already? of Cable getting ready to come out. Very interesting stuff going on here. We know that in the last issue we've seen all of those, all of the I go where the space knights come down to Earth to get the light of Galador, which is the sword that he's holding in his hand right there. Something very significant going on there, along with some other stuff. But also, hey, look, what's that in the background there? Is that Deadpool? Is that Deadpool in the? I think it is. I think that's Deadpool in the back going on right there. So very interesting what Cable issue number 3 is going to have in store for us this week. Also coming out in the Dawn of X, it's going to be Excalibur issue number 11. Can't wait to read this one and see what's going on. This whole otherworld business and everything. I don't know. There's a lot of crazy things going on in Excalibur. It's not my favorite out of the Dawn of X. I'm gonna get this one read, get it pulled, do a review for it. Good stuff. And guys, in case you didn't make it, in case you were here at the beginning of the stream, if you are one of the channel members, if you're one of the Myrtle Maniacs, if you have that giant size, make sure that you go and check out a video I left on the community tab. It was a video I shot over the weekend called This Week in the Dawn of X, which was basically last week. It was a video I completely shot the audio. My audio didn't record on my audio recorder, and it sucks. So I put it up there for you guys to watch. I'm going to completely reshoot the thing. It's going to be a different video, and it sucks because I spent a lot of time doing and editing that video, and it didn't come out very good. And I'm very disappointed in it. The next one we've got is Spider-Woman, issue number 3. This is number 3? I think it's number 3 on Spider-Woman. Man, I just really haven't like this series is I'm not really for sure what's going on here. I'm honestly, with everything that's kind of been going on with the series and everything like that getting canceled, I'm kind of surprised that this one's even still coming out as well. I mean, you can't tell me that this book got that high sales, but hey, I'm reading it, gonna read it and review it for you guys. Also got Star Wars Bounty Hunters. This one is issue number 4. No. 3. I believe this one's issue number 3 of Bounty Hunters. This one I haven't even read issue 1 or 2. I still got to get caught up on it, but I was like, hey, you know, it's Bounty Hunters. The covers have been pretty legit. We'll read it and figure out the Bounty Hunters, and hey, you know, I'm not a big Star Wars channel anyway, so it's okay if I'm a little behind on that one. If you want to check out reviews on this, on Star Wars Bounty Hunters, go check out my brother Lord Callus. He's a great content creator. He's got a great voice. He's got YouTube's greatest voice for doing comic book reviews, that's for sure. He's a hell of a Star Wars content creator. Go check out his channel. But yeah, and I know he's got reviews of Star Wars Bounty Hunters up. He also recently dropped a review of Darth Vader. Issue number 4 that dropped last week. Go check out his stuff. Very good stuff. The next one, right here. Got that Thor issue number 6, I believe. Herald of None. Man, this is interesting. Herald of None. We all obviously know that this is going to tie up kind of what happened with the Black Winter and everything, and how he was being that herald for Galactus. This is obviously going to be it. Is he going to lose all those cosmic powers? I don't know. I guess we're going to find out this week in Donny Cates' Thor issue number 6, man. I've liked this series. I'm not a big Cates fan, and I'm definitely not a big Thor fan either. So this series, for it to grab me and get me to wanting to read this series, it's like I've really enjoyed it. I really do enjoy this. Now the thing is, like, here's the thing is, like, one of the things, even Donny Cates even said this in one of his video interviews on the Marvel Entertainment site here on YouTube, where when he sits down to write a story, he wants to be big and huge and think, you know, he wants it to be galaxy brained. And me, like, I like that, but sometimes I feel like that's just an excuse. That's just code words for saying I'm gonna drag this shit out as long as possible. Where have we seen that done before? The next one we got, right here. Wolverine issue number 4. I can't wait to get into this one. And the reason why is you can see the cover there, everything that's going on here. Now I know there's some people sitting out there going, oh, Omega Red's there on the cover with Wolverine, just like he was on the cover with Colossus, and he wasn't even in the book. Guys, it's called story building. Jonathan Hickman has been doing a good job keeping all of these titles flowing together, all kind of reeled in, while letting creators do their thing with these books, keeping it all reeled in. He's really doing this Kevin Feige thing with these titles, doing a good job. Where we seen just this last week, damn, you guys didn't watch my review because it got all jacked up. But the point being, just this last week, some of the issues, the things that they're referencing, X-Force was referencing several things that happened in other past issues. What happened last week in Marauders as well, referencing some things that have happened. I'm telling you, this thing is just building. It all started with the House of X and Powers of X, and it's just kind of really, it's like, it's not that it's expanding, it's just that it was already expanded. It's just that the story itself is expanding within that universe that was already set up, that Jonathan Hickman did in House of X and Powers of X. I've actually finally started to sit down. I got some of these videos scripted for what I'm doing with these, going back and revisiting the House of X and Powers of X. We're going to be calling it Kraken Krakoa. So I've got some scripts working in the works for those. Now I'm finding it a little bit challenging because you guys see I like to be on camera and stuff like that. I'm not used to doing the edited videos with all the slideshows and everything, but I'm gonna work on that. And get that done for you. The next one we got is Captain America issue number 20. What is this? 22? They've released 2 books this month. Captain America, kind of crazy. I didn't get read through issue number 21. I think I actually got the one to read through that too. Issue number 20 before that to read still. But this one right here, I'm not sure how much longer I'm going to keep reading. I probably just need to stop pulling it. Maybe issue 25 is going to be it. Ta-Nehisi Coates just needs to like just pick it up a little. This is one of those things, like I was saying with the Donny Cates thing. It's just dragging out a little too long. Like, condense it. Be much better. Then the last one, I believe this is the last one of my Marvel pull list. Captain Marvel, issue number, what is this, 19? Issue number 19, Empire tie-in. You can see the cover there. What all we got going on, right? Right? I don't know. We'll see how it is. And I think this is the last one. Is this? This is a facsimile copy of Spider-Man issue number, I don't know, because they did all those legacy numbers, but you can see this is obviously a McFarlane book right here. Gonna be picking. I'll probably pick that one up as well. I picked some of those things up. Okay, and then let's go ahead and see what you all are saying so far before we get into these next books. I'm gonna take that back off the screen. So let me see here. We got. Yeah, that's the one where they go back in time and become samurais. Okay, yeah. I thought so. Yeah. The China back into, okay, yeah. I don't remember. Here's the thing: is I don't know that. I'm not sure if I really seen that one. But also, there's one thing I do like is I did like the props and everything, how it looked. But as far as the movie itself, I can't remember seeing it. Yeah. Deadpool it is. Yeah. It was still better than the recents. Yeah. Yeah, wrenches are made to regulate people like me. So yeah, you definitely shouldn't. Oh man, that's funny. Why is Cable a tiny kid person? He's a time traveler. He's a time traveler. There's just a lot of the things that are going on right now in Krakoa and just in the X-Men books. Some very interesting stuff. Because he's also not just a little kid in the series, which is weird because in his series he is. But you also see in the series that he's an adult as well. And you can see he's kind of in this desolate wasteland looking for something, probably before he slides back through time again. But yeah, some interesting stuff going on here. And I'm pretty sure that he's older in this series and going through figuring some stuff out before. Yeah, I'm sure he's on a mission from when he's the kid right now. It's interesting. I'll tell you that much. But why is he a kid? Yeah, I can't remember the explanation behind that. But obviously, aside from the fact that he's a time traveler, they're always a duo, Cable and Deadpool. Yeah, absolutely. But the reason I'm saying that is because Deadpool hasn't been in the books or anything. He hasn't been to Krakoa because technically he's not a mutant. Or is he? Because that was something that was addressed in Kelly Thompson's Deadpool book that came out last week or the week before. I don't know because I can't read that book. Kelly Thompson's writing to me is just boring. It's very uneventful, and the issue, I think the 2 issues I read of Deadpool, they just weren't even funny. They didn't even make me laugh. So I didn't continue reading that one. Trying to read that Excalibur as well. Literally reading issue 10 right now. Nice, nice. Landon TLB, what is up, my brother? How are you doing? I hope you're in school doing your work, man. Bounty Hunters is really good. Okay, good deal. I heard somebody else say they didn't like it as much, but you know, it's different strokes. Target Vader was awesome. It will introduce the characters in Bounty Hunters. Okay, nice, nice. Have you read any of Donny Cates' run on Thor from this year? RC Scott, we were just literally talking about that. Are you going? LB, where you at, man? Get on this guy. Get on. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's good. I've liked it. I've liked it. Target Vader was very unheralded. Motherfucking Trinity! Motherfucking Will Morgan! Kate's Store Run has been a lot of fun. Yeah, it has. It has. It's been pretty good. I like it. I like it. Yeah, okay, yes. I spoke too soon. I didn't read your comment. It's not hard to be Galaxy Brain when people are so damn powerful. Yeah, yeah, right? Oh, is that a Joe Quesada cover? I'm not... Oh, this one right here? Like that one? Or were you talking about the... The one for Thor was probably Matthew Wilson. Matthew Wilson and oh man, who is it Russell Dodderman and Matthew Wilson have been doing those? No, Nick Klein. Probably Nick Klein. Yeah. Why was Omega Red on that X-Force cover? Because of everything that it has to do with. Obviously, at the end of the issue, we've seen that the next issue, you know, it said Mother Russia there in Krakoan language, right? So obviously, we're going to be dealing with Colossus, who didn't want to fight. He's Russian. He's part of the Russian thing, and also because we've seen in issue number 2, or no, I think it was like 3 or 4, where he was talking to Domino. Remember, they were talking about their memories and when they get resurrected, and he was sitting there painting a picture of his brother. He's painting a picture of his brother. But also, Omega Red has a lot to do with everything because he's working for the vampires, and the vampires don't like the mutants. And remember they were after Logan's blood and all that stuff. There's a lot of stuff, and I think it's all leading to that. Because I've noticed like all the X-Force issues, like they foreshadowed the next book. So I think the next book is where we're gonna get that one, where they're squaring off with Omega Red. Because I noticed, like, I started noticing that the theme throughout the X-Force books, where the cover is basically something that we're gonna see in the next issue. Because there was one where like Domino was running and you could see the dominoes falling behind her, and that was the issue before. I think that was the issue before she actually got into that chase and in the fight, into that confrontation with that soldier who was, had stole her luck. Yeah. Young Cable came back in time and killed older regular version of Cable for being a dummy, messing around with time or some such business. Yeah. Crack and Crack Co is a comic book herald show. Love it. The comic book herald show. Oh, is it? What's Comic Book Herald? Is it really? Is it really called that? I didn't know that. Dang it. There is a crack. Damn it. Why is somebody trying to copy off me? Dang it. I'll figure out a different name for it then. I don't want to steal somebody else's shit, you know what I mean? Damn it. I didn't know that. What? How come you guys didn't tell me? Like, we are right now. Young Cable came back in time and killed the older version. Oh, yeah, I just read that. Deadpool's a transmutant? Yeah, right? Seems like an okay show, but I can't do those videos where it's 90% summary of the book. Yeah, and see, mine is, like, my Crack and Krakow is going to be, like, I'm not going to be summarizing the books for you. It's not going to be comic book reviews. We're going to go in there and we're going to, okay, so maybe I will keep it that. We're going to dissect. I'm literally gonna straight up fucking like dissect the goddamn thing, and we're gonna break all this shit out so we can uncover everything that's going on in the Dawn of X-Men. Okay, so I'll have to go check that out. But yeah, mine's not gonna be like that. It's not gonna be comic book summaries. It's going to be, what I'm going to be doing is a little more like what Rob does at Comics Explained. A little more like that, except for I'm not a professional like he is. But just looking at these things and putting these pieces together. They're essentially going to be theory pieces based on what we've seen. based on what we've seen. Yeah. No on the Wolverine cover. You don't like that cover? I like it. I like it. I mean, they've had better covers though. They've certainly had better covers. Like the last one wasn't that great though, neither. Um, got no school tomorrow. Okay, okay. I am here. So LB already said that, but I'm not getting any of you guys. Wookie is here in the house. Says Morning True Believers. What is that, my brother? We got to do 2 classes a week. Then next I have to do each class, but I'm gonna still one of these streams. All right. I have this Spider-Man comic. Nice, nice. Okay, nice. You got the OG. Sweet. I think I have that Spider-Man #1 sitting at home, plus the black and silver version. Nice, nice. Nice, guys. Yeah, you got it. Nice. Star Wars Santa, my brother, how are you doing? Guys, go check out Star Wars Santa's channel. Get him some subscribers, dude. Star Wars Santa's a great dude. Hey there, just getting caught up. I have some got some performance testing to do today on my database servers. Can't stay engaged as usual. All good, Santa. All good. Look it up, bro. Yeah, Kraken Krakoa already exists. I'll check it out. Pretty huge. How do you not know him? I don't know. It doesn't come across my newsfeed. Uncover Krakoa. Yeah, no, I think I'm gonna keep cracking Krakoa because if they're, it sounds like they're doing something different. Because that's what I was gonna call it. It's gonna be like Unsolved Mysteries. It's gonna be called Cracking Krakoa, deciphering the God, was it Cracking Krakoa, uncovering the mysteries of Hox Pox. That's what it was like. It was gonna be a subtitle thing, you know, but like I wasn't gonna put the subtitle of it. It was just like it was just gonna be Cracking Krakoa, semicolon, you know, that, but the semicolon that wasn't going to be in there. It's just going to be something that I was going to say in the videos, not actually. Yeah. So yeah, okay. Comic Explained definitely summarizes. Yeah, but really, like, he's summarized, but like more what he does is he gives his version of everything that's going on because he kind of well, see, and that's what I'm going to be doing, but I'm not going to be summarizing, like, because what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to be breaking down all of the different things going on there. We're going to be breaking down Moira's 9 lives. We're going to be breaking down what the types of societies are. We're going to break down like the Orcus protocols. We're going to break down the resurrection protocols. We're going to break down the mutant drugs. We're going to break down all of that shit. We're going to break down everything, and we're going to see how it all plays into exactly what we're reading right now. Because we can draw a lot off of what we already know. Definitely. And I noticed just watching some of the reviews this weekend of some of the books, like I said, the reason I went back and read a lot of this stuff is because I noticed a lot of people are missing things that I knew I was missing things too. So I went back and read them to figure this stuff out. I'm like, figuring it out. Is this Spider-Man comic new? No, it's not new. It's a reprint. I have that Spider-Man comic where it's Venom versus Black Spider-Man. Nice. Brand new. Brand new. Spider-Man is about 30 years old. Oh yeah, it's is it 30? I'm thinking it's probably even older than that, isn't it? Yeah, I guess that's about right. Yeah, my dad got all the issues of Venom and Spider-Man. Nice. That video did where the small guy with a knife and Krakoa is running around was wild. Yeah. Mike Porter. That's the video I was talking about. Like, what did you think about that? Like, cause like the audio is so crappy, and I want to go through and redo it. Yeah, that's an old Spidey comic, but the covers few times with different colors. Okay, yeah. What Spider-Man came out in 2007? What are you talking about? What? Torment, I have that cover printed on a T-shirt. Great art, but Todd McFarlane is a shitty writer. Your show should be called Cracking Krakoa. Well, that's what it's going to be called, Cracking Krakoa. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's going to be Cracking Krakoa. Oh, you mean cracking instead of cracking? Okay, I see what you're saying. But yeah, it's gonna be just like you're spelling there, just cracking, Krakoa. Yeah. Stan Lee died at 24. Oh, it was fine to me. All right. Well, there was one other thing too. The music at the very beginning, it was really loud through the first part of my art. Like there was just like so many things that annoyed me once I actually edited it and I sat down and watched the video that it pushed out that it rendered. I was like, dang it! Because remember, after last week, I shot that video again, another video I did, and just it didn't do right. I think it's my computer. It's my boomer tech. No. Cracking Krakoa is not going to be a show. It's going to be our videos, our speculation videos. F the comic book heralds. I'm just kidding. I don't know who they are. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, guys. Okay, the next comic, getting into Aftershock Comics, we've got Dead Day, issue number 2 coming out. This is an interesting one where the dead come back. Sometimes they come back like they do in Coco. They come back to spend some time with you and just be lovely and have time with their families and their loved ones, the people that have passed. And also, sometimes some of them come back for revenge. Very interesting stuff going on here in Dead Day. I can't wait to read Dead Day issue number 2. The next one we've got on Aftershock Comics is Artemis and the Assassin issue number 4. This one is kind of an interesting book. Stephanie Phillips doing a pretty decent job writing this book. I didn't think I was going to like it as much as I do, where we have this time traveling agent who's going back and changing things throughout history to obviously change the future, but that's not how time travel works, in case you didn't watch Avengers Endgame. Very decent book. I kind of like it, how they're kind of playing on some of the history and everything, and just kind of some of the mess that they've got going on here. Very interesting stuff. Issue number 4 should be pretty decent, along with issue number 5. Going to wrap it up probably next month. Ooh, AWA Upshot, guys. You guys know these guys are one of my newest favorite publishers out there going on right now. We've got Archangel 8, issue number 5 getting ready to come out this week, guys. Oh, 4. I'm sorry, I'm thinking ahead of myself here. I spent a long time downloading a bunch of thumbnails and everything yesterday. But issue number 4 of Archangel, guys, this one is a very good one. If you like Punisher, this is a book I think you guys might like, because it's also dealing with these people that have lived a long time through their lives, like biblical times and shit, and they've been going through kind of doing their thing as hitmen. It's very cool stuff. I really like this book, being written by Michael Morisi, one of my favorite writers out there. C.P. Smith is on the art, and Snakebite Cortez is doing the colors. Man, I'm telling you, I like this book. I like AWA Upshot and what they are doing. Very good stuff. Ooh, look at that one. You can even see the fire in there, right? You see that fire in there? Yeah. Hell yeah, dude. This book right here is one that I would suggest you guys read. If you like horror, go read this book. If you like horror, go look up that writer right there. See his name? John Lees. Go look up his name. Go buy his books. He's a great writer, and I can guarantee you, if you like horror, you're going to like what he's doing in his books. The art in this book is great. I love this book. One of my favorite ones. I'm actually kind of sad that this book is coming to an end. This series right here is coming to an end, at least for arc number 1. Moving into Vault Comics, we got No One's Rose issue number 4. I'm not sure how many issues this one's going for. I'm not sure if it's going to be a 5-issue miniseries or if it's going to continue going on. I thought that No One's Rose is pretty decent. It's not bad. It's a lot better than I expected it to be. I like this book. Can't wait to read issue number 4. I still have to get through issue number 3 of this one, but I'm going to keep going on this one because I've liked what they've done with this series so far. Then the last one here, and I swear there's a couple others that didn't show up. Ooh, I knew which one it was. I forgot. But this is right here. Shadow Cerus. I don't know how to say that. A new one coming out from Vault Comics as well. Here's the thing, like, why I might not like this one. I think this one had to do with maybe vampires or something as well. I can't remember. I can't remember if it did or not when I was reading it, but I was like, I'll pick it up and check it out. I like Vault Comics. So I get and I review a lot of their books in the first place, just to check out. And I do know the other one that I had forgot to put up there in the I forgot to put up there with the pictures is I forgot to put up there Once in Future. Once in Future is at issue number 9. Is it issue number 9? Issue number 10 getting ready to come out. I can't wait to read that one, guys. I really like Once in Future. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep pulling it, though. It's a good book. But you guys can see I've got quite a bit of books that I've been pulling. I like the series. Kieran Gillen doing a good job writing the series. The art in it by Dan Moore is good. But I'm telling you, the unsung hero of that damn book, I swear up and down, I'll swear up and down, is Tamara Bonnevillain doing a great job coloring that book. I know the art in it is good, but without the colors that Tamara Bonnevillain's doing on that series, it wouldn't pop off the page the way it does. Now, I know there's a lot of people out there that probably might have their own feelings and everything about that kind of stuff. Like, oh yeah, I looked on Tamara Bonnevillain on Twitter and don't care. Don't care about people's lifestyle and stuff like that. I don't care. What I care about is them doing good work. That's all I want. I want comic creators to do good work. I don't care if you're a writer. I don't care if you're the artist. I don't care if you're the damn letterer. All I want is you to put out good comics and put out good quality comics. Tamara Bonneville's work in Once and Future is the reason that book is so good as far as the art and everything is concerned. Of course, Dan Moore plays a part too, but the way, I'm telling you, those colors in that book are great. Of course, Kieran Gillen and Dan Moore are doing a good job too. I'm just saying, Tamara Bonneville needs the props. I don't see enough people giving Tamara Bonneville props, but one time, a couple times, I've sat here and bitched about it and made a big deal about it and cursed and turned red in the face about it. And people heard. My brother Franklin over at Wildebeard Reviews, he must have watched my video, because in one of his videos he did mention the coloring as well. He's like, and I was like, oh, I see what you're doing, man. I see what you're doing, because it is really good. You know what? I don't care what your lifestyle is, what your political beliefs are, whether you think I'm a jerk or not, or anything, whether you agree with anything I say or not. I don't care. If you are doing good work, I'm going to let people know, and I'm going to tell them to check it out. I'm going to tell you that I like your work. And you know what? When there comes times when I don't like it, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to say something. But it's good stuff. It's good stuff. I need to get back into some Aftershock books. Great stuff. Yeah, Aftershock is good, man. They do got some good books. I like them. Someone did today. They come back to kill their kids. They could. There's a lot of, that's the tricky thing is like there's a lot of stuff that kind of goes into it. But yeah, the Day of the Dead is something different, where they rise up and they come back for reparations. Archangel Age is sweet. Yeah. AWA Upshot does get me excited. Absolutely. Hotel is, Hotel Fun Store. Yeah, can't wait to see it, dude. No One's Rose is pretty amazing. I love it, and did not expect it. Yeah, me neither. I didn't think it was going to be good. Is that Shadow Service? Oh, it could be Shadow. Yeah, she could be Shadow Service. I was sitting there because it looked like a U. Yeah, probably is. You're right. Obviously, they didn't take Sly's class yesterday. They didn't take Sly's class yesterday and learn about some graphic design, because, like, yeah, you're right. Yeah, that's a good point. Oh man, RC says, as a TP member, I'm calling in my marker. You should start reading the Batman Joker War arc by James Tynion. Part 3, 97 comes out Wednesday. Didn't Part 3 come out last week? I thought Part 3 came out last week. Trigger Trinity is even funnier than when my sister-in-law gets drunk and yells at my brother. Yeah, hell yeah. I like your work, Trinity. Josh is great too. Adam is okay. Oh man, no, they're all good, man. Much love for them dudes, man. Josh is a good dude. Adam, good dude, man. Love them dudes, man. And this guy right here that just commented after you, LB, love that dude too, man. He's a good guy, man. Reparations, we're 40 gallons of apple juice and a mule. Oh man. But yeah, guys, that's what I've got planned for comic books this week. Now, before we go, I want to say, we see a lot of these videos, DC, the DC bloodbath and everything going on out there. And, I've talked numerous times about this stuff. And I see other people finally coming around to these thoughts. That maybe this isn't such a bad thing. I think it could be a good thing. Maybe this is a way forward for DC and their comic books. Them getting rid of those big fat cats at the top, nothing wrong with that. You got to cut back. You're not making a lot of money. You need to cut back where you're losing a lot of that money. And it's not that they're losing, and not that them people aren't valuable and haven't provided plenty of value for DC or anything like that, but there's a time to move forward. We know that in this day and age, you don't have time to sit around and wait for dinosaurs to catch up. Dinosaurs became fossils for a reason, right? So they're going through and they're cleaning house. We seen recently that some of these people that were laid off and everything. We can see just everything that's going on. A lot of people are looking to other things out there that have gone on through social media and just who these kind of people are and what they're promoting as reasons for maybe why they got fired from DC and things like that. And that very well could be. But the one thing they are absolutely doing is restructuring, and this could be a good thing. People are looking at it as a bloodbath and DC's gonna die and all this stuff. You ever think that maybe it could be DC's actually cleaning house? Maybe they're actually looking at some of these people at the top and saying, this is where it started, because shit rolls downhill and we all know this. Maybe they're getting rid of these people at the top where they're saying, you're being the problem, you're not taking care of the problems that are going on. All we see online is we have been evaluating over these last year and a half or however long it's been since AT&T acquired them. All we see is our profits going down where they could be up. And all we see is you guys fighting with people online. I don't care whether they are fans of the product or not. You're out there fighting with people online when you should be concentrating on the quality of your comic books. You shouldn't be calling our customers names. You shouldn't be treating potential customers this and that. You shouldn't be partaking in any of that. We don't fault you for it, but we don't have time for it. Have a good day. There you go. There's the door. There's the door. We're going to bring in somebody else who has the passion and wants to be part of this. Somebody who's going to be out there and not fighting with all of our customers constantly. No matter how much our customers, our actual customers, are being jerks. No matter how much our potential customers are being jerks. No matter how much our past customers are being jerks. All of these people can be won back, because you know what? If you didn't care about comics, you wouldn't be bitching about them. You wouldn't be bitching about the creators that are doing all these kinds of things either. And I can guarantee you, anybody out there who has a problem with any of those people who are being vocal about not liking some of the things going on in this comic or that comic or these publisher, that publisher, or anything like that, you know what? It doesn't matter. Whether they are a current consumer, past consumer, or future consumer, people voicing their opinions is okay, and you should absolutely listen to them. If your sales are down, you need to figure out why, and that could be a huge part of the reason why is because the people on your publishing, whether it's the creators themselves, your editors themselves, or the people at the top allowing it all to happen, you need to win back them people and bring them back in. Is it possible? Absolutely, it's possible. Is there things that you could do out there to improve your services and improve and get people to come back? Absolutely there is. People are forgiving. People are forgiving. They won't forget. People don't forget, but they are forgiving. If you go ahead and you reel those things back in and you start to bring up the quality of your books and the quality of the interactions with the fans, customers, potential customers, past customers, you can improve it. The comic book industry isn't dead. People talk a lot about DC, but we see Marvel doing the same thing. They're just a little quieter about it all. We see across the board, publishers are responding to things nowadays. You go look at any of the independent publishers, the indie publishers, they listen to their people. They listen to the people who they know are generally buying their books, but they also have their own kind of ground that they want to stand on. If one of my favorite publishers, Vault Comics, what was it, last month, a month and a half ago, they canceled a book that was getting ready to come out called The 100 Wolves because of one of the creators had a little bit of some issues going on, and that is well within their right, and damn well they should if they feel that's what they need to do. That is their total right to not want to work with that creator. And it's perfectly fine for these creators to decide whether they want to work with these publishers or not. But at some point, the publishers themselves are going to have to make the decision. Do I want to actually make comic books and, kind of cater to this? Which some of them do, and that's good. That's good. Or do you not want to cater to it and you want to do something for everybody? My thing is, I think there's a way forward. I think there's a way forward with a lot of this stuff, and a lot of it comes through packaging. Yeah. Packaging, right? A little bit of honesty, right? I think there's nothing wrong with anything that's going on in these comic books. A lot of people talk about, the social agendas and all this kinds of stuff. That's perfectly fine. But don't wrap it. Don't give us the false advertising and put it in a false wrapper. Everybody's making a big deal about that Wonder Woman 1984 cover that came out for that book. That's false advertising because that's not what's in the book, okay? Anybody who's reading that book that likes Wonder Woman, will probably see that cover and probably not buy it. The people who are going to buy that cover are the people who support that artist. But that cover in itself is kind of like false advertising, kind of like we were talking about with that X-Force book with Omega Red and Colossus on the cover fighting. It didn't happen. There's a little bit to be said in there in false advertising in the way you package things. Now, if you want to put out some of these crazy books that, you know, that aren't the thing that, you know, like a lot of the comic readers, that people who are actually buying your books want to read, it's okay to put out that book still with that character still doing that. The thing is, package it right. Package it right. Right? Just put the correct packaging on it so when people see it, they know what they're getting. Somebody opens up that Wonder Woman 1984 comic book that's got that cover that nobody likes. You look at that cover like, oh, I like this. Because maybe they don't read comic books. Maybe they've seen that cover like, oh, I like this. I want to open. They open up and they're like, the art style in here is nothing like this. Right? Make the book, but make sure you package it right. Make sure you package it right. I mean, am I wrong here? Am I wrong? You know, about the false advertising and, you know, packaging things right? I think these books could all have a place. You know, we see where DC has kind of answered that, where they're putting some of their YA tales into different books. They're not putting them out in normal comic books now. Now some of them they're putting in graphic trades and little mini stories and things like that. They put it like actually publishing like little mini books and things like that, as opposed to putting out these periodicals, these monthly books in this false packaging. That's okay, right? Package it right. Package it right. Serve it to the people right. You know, I used to work at this place. They had these things that they kind of went by, and it was like, you know, what was it? Stock it right, price it right, show the value. Show the value. Teach them and take their money. Is that very hard? And what is teach them? Teach them is teach them about the product. What is the product? Here's what it is. Here's what you're going to get when you buy this product. It's not very hard. It's not very hard. And also, I do think that there's a way forward with a lot of these things. I'm going to do a video talking about some of these kinds of things so I can express these things a little bit more and maybe in a little bit better detail, and they won't be on live streams that are an hour long, so people will actually hear them and want to see what I'm having to say. This is the thing I struggle with, because I do like doing live streams, whereas sometimes I'm like, is this video even gonna do any good? Like, where do I top? Like, I feel like the top is gonna be rambling on. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get ready to end the stream here. See what you guys are saying here in the chats before we go. I used to be sub to your channel. RC Scott says, hey, I used to be sub to your channel. How are you? That's funny. DC is draining the swamp. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. And I think that's kind of what they need to do. I mean, is that what they're doing? I don't know. But it seems like it, because you start at the top, you restructure, you see, like, why aren't we making... And there's so many people out there concerned, DC's going to stop publishing books. No. Here's the thing, is they're going to cut out what's not making them money. You want to cut out what's not making you money and get the ones that are and bring those back up and make it profitable, so where you can start stretching yourself a little bit more. But first thing you got to do is get the core and start making money, because we can see they can make money, they can get sales, and they can be profitable, but it's got to be good and people got to want it. You got to get the sales, not just vocal people on Twitter and Facebook and YouTube and all that stuff. Not just that. You need actual sales, and to get that, you're going to have to listen to your customers and cater to your customers' needs as well as work with your creators. And sometimes you might have to tell a creator, like, hey man, like, if some of these things don't live up to you, if us working with this person or telling this story or this and that isn't for you, I'm sorry, we can't. Like, whenever you're ready to work with us, please come back. We'll be happy to have you. AT&T, Adam and Trinity, and the Lonely Banter. Yeah. Comic books are notorious for covers that are different from the content. Yeah, absolutely. But the thing is, like, the cover should still somewhat reflect what's in the book. Should still somewhat reflect what it doesn't have to be the exact art, because you get a lot of cover artists who don't do in book, but it should reflect at least what's happening in the book. Like, it should be a reflection of what's in the book. He said that cover was blah. Oh, man, yeah. Chillmonger, my brother says, no, you're right. All right, good. Well, I'm glad you agree. I'm glad you agree. I can't how many comics I've got because the cover was awesome and the content itself wasn't anything close to the cover. Yeah. Well, the thing is, I'm not worried about the art in the book being exactly like the cover. I'm worried about the content of the book matching what's on the cover. You know, like if I see like big buff Captain America kicking people's butts on a cover, I expect in the book to see Captain America looking big and buff and kicking butt. I don't want to see him scrawny and running around and having Sharon Carter do all the fighting for him. That's not Captain America. You know, now if on the cover you're seeing Captain America all kind of skinny and scrawny, like all cowered down, and you're seeing Sharon sitting there shooting a gun and kicking people's butts. Like, hey, okay, that makes sense. There's a little bit of truth in advertising there. And you can change it up a little bit, but it should be at least somewhat reflective. I remember this Ghostbusters book I bought in the '80s. The cover was the episode where they had ghost clones of the Ghostbusters. The story wasn't even that. A fed up, lonely boy I was. Yeah, right. Absolutely. Absolutely. Danny Warren says, Trent, have you ever gotten to feel that DC writers tend to lean left while readers tend to lean right? I think that's a weird divide, and I'm trying to figure it out. Yeah, well, it's not just DC writers. I think it's a lot of writers. It's a lot of the writers. Basically, the ones that you don't hear from on Twitter are probably the ones that aren't. But yeah, here's the thing: is most of them do. Most of them do, and that's not the problem. The problem is in the writing, because a good writer can write something thought provoking to make you actually think about it. So to me, it doesn't really matter the politics of the person writing it, as long as they can write whatever message or whatever they're trying to say in a good way. Plenty of people out there have proven to be able to do that. Like if you're somebody who's on the left could still write something that's good and thought provoking that somebody on the right will like. Look at Quentin Tarantino. That dude's a flaming leftist, and look, people eat his stuff up. People eat his stuff up. Yeah. But no, I hear you. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah. Mike Porter says, was it Walmart, and did it matter what door you came in? No. No judgment whichever way people lean, but I do feel the separation of ideas between writers and fans. Yeah, absolutely. Really what it is like, for me, the thing is, like, these people just need to stay off social media, or at least not even expressing their opinions, but basically face masking people who have any kind of opposite views, because that's what they do. They literally do that. Like, all you have to do is get on there. If somebody's being a jerk, just, like, you can tell. Just leave them alone. You don't have to interact with them. If somebody actually leaves you some legit criticism, then look into it and say, hey, I get it. Thank you for your input. I'll do my best to improve. That's all you got to do. Or you can just look at it and be like, learn what you can from it. Because obviously there are a lot of people online who don't care and don't read anyway, and they just want to follow the mob and whatever somebody else is saying. The groupthink stuff. People do that. Yeah. They should take that issue with the fat Wonder Woman on the cover and sell it at Lilith Fair. They'd make a killing. See, I mean, exactly. But see, here's the thing: is that piece of art? If they just sold that piece of art itself, people would probably buy it up. So that's why they put it on the cover of the book. But why not just make a book that's that? If you want to cater to your fans, if you want them people to want that what's in that book, just make the book. Even if it's a limited run, because you're probably not going to sell a whole lot of it, but just make the book. But I also have other thoughts and ideas of how and why they could and would want to do that. Ways that they could do that without losing money, essentially, or losing as much, maybe. Reefer says, Danny, yes, as someone who identifies as being on and in the right, I noticed what you're saying. Yeah, absolutely. Well, Reefer, Wayne, the same thing comes with, like, Red Border, right? Like the book Red Border. The book Red Border is about Mexicans It's about Mexicans coming to the United States illegally. Why? Because they're running from the Mexican mafia. And then what happens? You know, those people, the characters in there, they're kind of insufferable. Like I'm sitting there reading, I'm like, oh, you guys kind of make me sick. Like, ugh. I know people like you. I personally know people like you, and you know, it's like take your head out of the sand a little bit. Just realize some things. But then you see them get here, and then in the United States, and you're kind of like, oh, you see just everything that's going on. Like that story is good because I'm like, ooh, I like what's going on here with this, you know. But then I also like, I'm kind of rooting for them at the same time. It's just well written like that. You know what I mean? It's so weird, right? It's because it's good and thought provoking. It could make anybody want to like that. I didn't think it was crazy when I see sometimes I see politics where it's not. Yeah, absolutely. I hear you, Danny. Absolutely. Yeah. Chillmonger says all media leans left. Absolutely, it does. Yeah, I mean, nearly all. And here's the thing: is honestly, even right wing media leans left. You know why? Who do you think they're catering to? You think they're catering just to their fans, the people that watch their content? No! It's the same thing as here on YouTube. It's those hate clicks. They know that people on the left want to eat their shit up. You know, they watch because they don't like it, because they want to react. Absolutely. So really, I mean, that's absolutely true. Chillmonger, like all media does in that sense, because, yeah, because it triggers one side, and then they all get to have the fun. Yeah. The writers who lean more left are the ones who spent 6 years at uber liberal college where their minds were stolen. Yeah, probably so. Or maybe they were part of the military, part of the CIA, and you know they're just completely oblivious to what they do. They just don't know. I never thought I'd see the world where fans accept Batman who kills, but I also didn't realize Batman's fandom is full of right wings. I don't know what the writing. I don't know what in the writing pulled them in. Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. You know what it is? It's only because of minor things. Here's the thing. Here's the thing, Danny Orange. Before we go, here's one of the things I say. What is the difference between a good guy and a bad guy in most of these superhero books that we read and everything? What's the difference? What's the real difference between the good guy and the bad guy? Great, by the way, so I love this channel. Well, thank you, Danny. Thank you. The real difference between the good guy and the bad guy is the things. How would you say? Is the evil, or the things that they're willing to justify as being okay to meet their end goal. You know, to meet their end goal. Where you know you see a bad you know, a good guy is going to deal with it by, you know, going out like Batman. He goes out there and fights crimes and wants to stop criminals and all those kinds of things, right? Where and that's to get what he wants, because he knows he's not going to get his parents back, but he wants justice for other people. Where the bad guy is typically usually on the same lines of thinking as the good guy. He's like, hey, I just want good things too. I want good things, but then something happens to them that makes them kind of go out on a not necessarily revenge, but it makes them justify doing bad things so they can do one good thing, right? They justify all these bad things for the one good thing because they're only thinking about themselves and not everyone else. So that's really what a lot of that is, where the good guys are like, look, I realize there's a lot of us. I realize that there's a lot of us, and you know, like you, like we can help you, and we can figure this out. But you got to stop doing what you're doing. Like this just isn't right. You know, and the thing is, I think a lot of people get that. A lot of people get and understand humility. A lot of people just aren't good at practicing humility. And I think that's what the biggest the biggest thing is there. Is the biggest thing there, right there. The good guys don't kill. Right. Yeah, and the thing is, like, here's the thing is, like, you shouldn't. You know, I mean, you shouldn't kill. I mean, nobody should kill anybody, right? Now, are there things in this world that could be done that could justify that? Absolutely. Absolutely. The point is like you're saying, seeking to seek, if you want to seek out justice, killing isn't the way to go. You know what I mean? Killing isn't just the way to go for seeking justice. Because for like a lot of things, like I will say, you know, like people always, you know, you see like these things in the news, like this little kid got like that kid that got shot by that guy. You know, people are talking about, oh, justice for this kid, you know, get this guy and lock him up for life and all this kinds of stuff. And I get that because that guy is trash. And the poor kid didn't deserve to die or anything like that, right? All of that. But at this point, there's no justice that can really be done for that kid. It's already a done deal. It's already a done deal. You know what I mean? So really the only amount of justice that could be done in that case is exacting the justice on this guy that did this evil thing, right? But exacting that justice, does that mean that you go out and murder him? Absolutely not. He should see his day in court and all that stuff. But here's the thing. My thing is you go see your day in court and everything, and that's all fine and dandy. Proper justice can't be dealt out that way. You can't ever undo what that guy did. But for justice to be served, if, you know, for me, I'm against incarceration. So locking somebody up for the whole rest of their lives because they did something bad, like that, something heinous like that, you shouldn't be sitting in a prison alive for the rest of your life to rot in jail, where the taxpayer has to fund you to keep you alive, to fund these institutions to keep you alive the rest of your life. What should happen? It's capital punishment, right? That's if you ask me. And it needs to be dealt with swiftly so we don't have to, there's money, you know. But again, that's the good guys not killing somebody. They're bringing the person in for justice for people to decide what should happen. But if you know, for me, like I said, I'm against incarceration, so there needs to be a better way to sort all these things out. Oh man. See, we're getting a little deep here. Great story writing makes you sympathize for the villain. Absolutely, makes you sympathize for the villain, but makes you realize that they're wrong at the same time. Yeah. If it's easy, take it twice. Yeah. You broke it down really well, though. What's the difference between the hero and the villain? Is it kind of the whole reason we read, right? Exactly. It is. You wouldn't kill the Joker if you were Batman? No. Because if I were Batman would kill. A guy with a pink cushion F20 in prison. Oh man. I agree. Bring back gladiator games. Hey, there you go, man. There you go. Absolutely. Hey, that works. Superior hero reviews, 100%. Thank you for being here. I'm a criminal justice major. I've been in countless arguments about this. Yeah. Absolutely. Superior. Absolutely. Interesting. Yeah, and that's why I say, like, you know, like there are times when I think it could be justified. Like if I came home today and just say for whatever, you know, like who knows what happened, but say I got home and my kids were here at the house alone and I got home and somebody had broken into our house and I get home and somebody is there abusing my children, oh, you can make a bet the police aren't going to make it here before justice is served. But that's a completely different situation. But yeah. Because I think most people in that situation, if they could do something, would. Yeah. But again, that's something situational. It's completely different than what we're talking about here. Yeah. They try to argue that the death penalty is more expensive than life in prison. No, absolutely not. Yeah, no. That's ridiculous. Now, I will say the way they go about doing it, certainly it is expensive. It's absolutely expensive the way they go about doing it. Go back to old methods if you ask me. That's pretty cheap. Oh man, what happened there? But yeah. Anyway, guys, I don't know. This has been a great conversation. This whole last part of the conversation got really good, man. I thank you guys. You know, thank you, Danny, for for being, kind of sparking this conversation. Yeah, I like it. I hope this can of worms isn't unwelcome. I feel like this discussion is the core of our hero stories. Yeah, absolutely. No, Danny, thank you. Seriously, thank you for this discussion. I think these are the kinds of things that should be talked about and explored, especially with the comic books, because that's kind of what they're about. That's really the main point. And like what you're saying with the people who feel this way and the people who feel this way like it, that's the thing. That's the thing why I don't get why so many of these people don't get along. It's all it is it's minor pieces of communication, minor pieces of disconnect that get everybody all fired up. You know what I mean? And that's a good thing because it should spark those discussions to happen. But a lot of people don't like to have those discussions. So yeah, no, it's no. Actually, absolutely, it's actually good. I like talking about this kind of stuff, Danny. Maybe we need to get you on the show too. Oh no, I'm not gonna say that because LB's gonna say something now. I can't help it. I'm picky and I want my stuff to be all right. And I got this boomer tech, man. I got boomer tech. My computer is from 2011, so it's like a lot of these modern things. It's hard to kind of plug in here and get it to work good. And most of my equipment's kind of fairly old, but most of my audio equipment and everything would still work just fine with the newer computer. But anyway, guys, thank you all so much for being here today. It was a very good conversation. Go out and check your local comic book shop for some of the books getting ready to come out this week. And again, thank you guys. If you guys have any topics, anything you guys want me to cover, please feel free to message me on Twitter, Facebook, or Instagram. You can even leave it here in the comments on the channel, or do like Danny Orange did, interact here in the live chats and come up with topics, because you know what? These are good topics, things I definitely want to talk about. But thank you so much for everyone for being here. Thank you, Danny, for the extra little bit of conversation that drove us here the last 20 so minutes of the show. Very good. Love it. I love these kind of conversations too. But you all have a good day, and we'll see you in the next video. Later.